Hey, Moondog here. On today's episode of Moondog Go, we're going to be doing a taste test and seeing if folks can tell the difference between American KitKat and the original English KitKat. But you didn't know that KitKats were from England? Yeah, in fact, they were created by the Roundtree Confectionery Company in the 1930s. It wasn't until the 1970s that the Hershey Foods Company in Hershey, Pennsylvania, you know, Hershey chocolate, brought KitKats to America and have been making it in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Well, also in their other plants around the country. But this is a Hershey chocolate product here in the United States. Now, in the rest of North America, and I could be wrong, so my Canuck and Mexican friends, please let me know who makes your chocolate. But I believe in the rest of North America, outside of the US, and of course the rest of the world, KitKats are made by the Nestle Food Company, the world's largest food company. They bought Roundtree in the 80s, so they've been making KitKats for everybody else. Now, I think there is a slight taste difference. Now, I'm a little biased because I used to work on KitKat for Hershey back in the day when I used to be an ad guy on Madison Avenue. But we're going to see if your average kid, in fact, I'm going to take this over to our local elementary school and seeing if my son and his friends can tell the difference. Now, of course, these are the fun size version of the KitKat bars, but I will be taking them out of the wrapper and I'm going to be cutting them down into little bits so you can't tell the difference between this and the full size one. It's 2 days after Halloween as of the filming of this. This is the reason why I have a bunch of these. So we're going to be doing a blind taste test with some local kids. So let's get started. Alright, first let's see if there's any discernible difference in how these candies look. These are American KitKats over here, and part of the issues with doing this with Halloween candy is that they can be a little rambunctious with how they treat them. And let's open up these English ones, the originals. Oh, and in fact, they come in individually wrapped sections. So that's, and these are still wrapped in the original foil, just like the Americans used to. Of course, the Hershey went with a cheaper combined foil packet. Now you can actually see quite a difference here in terms of the overall mold design. And this actually is a newer design that has, they've imprinted a hashtag, so you can tell this is much more recent. So don't mind the length, because that'll again be dependent upon the packaging. The regular consumer packaging for KitKats in the US tends to be about the same size, longer, but these are the Halloween fun size versions. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these up, and I'm going to be placing them into different labeled bags. And for a control, I'm going to be putting some extra English ones into C and seeing if people can tell the difference. That way it's not just a 50-50 chance that they may pick one or the other. If there is bias, or at least if there is a discernible difference, it'll be set off by choice number C. So let's get started and start cutting these up. What's great is you can eat the excess. Now let's take those English KitKat bars. And we're going to place half of them in B, and the other half in C. Alright, so we have our American and our British. Oh, that's perfect. And C, the chameleon. So we're going to try this out and seeing if the kids can tell the difference. Alright, we have our 4 test subjects, our volunteers, and trust me, it was not hard to get volunteers to taste KitKat at an elementary school. But before we get started, why don't you let me know what you think? Do you think they're going to be able to tell any difference between any of the samples? Do you think they might be able to identify American KitKat? Well, let me know. Leave a comment. And while you're typing in your guess in the comment section, do me a favor and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell buttons. It's absolutely free. It just takes a second, and it helps this channel grow because you're working the algorithm. You're changing it. You're letting it know that this video is interesting enough to folks like you, and it'll recommend it to more folks like you. So thanks. All right, let's get started. I have here samples of American and English KitKat, and a sample of possibly one of the other. There's another KitKat. Okay, go ahead and try it. Do you how does it taste any different?
Yeah. Yep. The Whopper is very different.
Okay.
Oh, no, the chocolate's good.
Okay.
This one's solely British. This is British. This is British.
Can I taste them later?
This is British.
Okay, now try this one.
This is definitely British. That one's British.
Why is that? Why do you think that?
Because the British ones have like a little bit of a curve at the end.
I had a KitKat and it doesn't taste the same.
So you can tell the difference?
Guys, let's look. Guys, let's look.
All right. So who thinks A is American KitKat? Okay. Who thinks B is American KitKat? So everybody thinks this is
Kayla, what are you
English
doing?
KitKat?
I'm helping with the
Yeah.
mouse. Maybe that's what they put in their coffee.
Who thinks C is American KitKat? So you think this is British KitKat?
Yes.
All right.
Are you telling us this?
And you are 100% correct, all of you. I'm surprised. I am actually kind of shocked
You want to try?
that you guys can tell the difference.
We want more.
Okay.
We want more.
All right. Let me ask you. Why do you think that it's British? Okay. Let's start with Tomas.
So American has the more has more. It's like a little bit more thicker, and the chocolate is more different. Because British has like less the Whopper. You can bite through it easily more than American, and the chocolate is more like the normal chocolate, like Hershey.
Okay. Kathy.
I think it's British because sample A is when I tasted it, it tasted like the American that I usually
Okay.
and sample B and C did not.
What is that?
Yeah, so for sample A, it tasted like the usual one. But for sample B and C, I noticed a difference in the texture and the taste of the chocolate.
So there you go. The results totally surprised me. I was not expecting the kids to just nail it and easily identified American KitKat versus British KitKat, despite never having tasted British KitKat before. So there you go. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you'd like to see more taste tests like this, please let me know in the comments. Thanks again for watching. Moondog, out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please share it on forums, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, MeWe, whatever social media you're on. And if you want to see all of my videos, check out moondogindustries.com.